oh yeah, I'm doing this because in 1962, I had to pick some cotton. I don't know. I actually
Like
don't
you be
know.
starting something like what a. I make it look. I make it look. Yeah. Yeah. I make it look. Yeah. I make it look. Oh, that's a major look. Oh. Yeah. All right. I mean, shit. I don't even know.
I was like, all right, we're gonna wait for the suspense
I
out.
don't know. I was trying to see like what it is. Hey man, fuck it. Y'all already know. Oh, you know what? This one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was just thinking this. I normally don't do this at the beginning.
Okay.
But hey, Juan, what it is, y'all? Welcome to the goddamn StoryHouse podcast. Y'all already fucking know what it is. You hear me? Hey, look, this is a family goddamn joint, so y'all in the house. You already know, man. Take your shoes off. We cool. And hey, what it is, cousin? So shit, you in this motherfucker? We in this motherfucker? Hey, man, quit playing in the goddamn house. Close my refrigerator door. We thugging. Hey, y'all heard me? That's what it is.
I just think, like, real quick, I just feel like, realistically, how many people let the refrigerator stay open while they're doing other stuff in the kitchen? And, like, is it really that big of a deal? Like, all right, you know, I took the mayo out. And I left the fridge open while I made my sandwich.
Oh, fuck no. Two things. One, Undercover Brother, and I told you, like, Undercover Brother, like, I never fucked with mayo crazy, but Undercover Brother, that movie definitely had me like, no, like, man, I was like, that's a white person food. That's a white person food. Mayonnaise is a white person food, literally after that movie. Second thing, bruh, leaving the refrigerator open. There's no way you grew up in a black house in the hood and you was allowed to leave the refrigerator door open. Don't leave you running my light bill up. Don't leave my door open. You running my light bill up.
Or whoever in the kitchen. By myself. My late night snack. Me pouring the cereal in the morning while she's still laying in bed.
Why you just leaving the shit open? Like what?
Because I'm going back to it. Why do I want to keep open and close, open and close? I just leave it open.
You don't need to go and got that refrigerator too many times, so you shouldn't be open and closing.
I leave it open as I go back and forth as I put. So for example, if I'm making a sandwich, all right, I'm gonna get my mayo, then I'm gonna get the pickles, then I'm gonna get the tomato.
Take all that shit out at one time.
Or I could leave the fridge open and walk back and forth.
You running up the light bill. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much that affects the light bill, but in my mind, you run to the light bill and you messing with the temperature of the whole refrigerator.
Oh,
like you're doing too much. It can't stay as cold as it's supposed to.
My grandma come out of your mouth.
I don't care. You're doing a lot. You're doing too much. Quit playing. I'm 100% will be that parent. Hey, quit playing in my refrigerator. Quit playing in my refrigerator. Hey, get what you getting out of there and get out.
I don't know. Sometimes you gotta stare at it. Like I am someone who
you need
goes
to stare,
to somebody's
look,
house,
figure it out, and then close it when you.
Take a cup and like sit there for a while and look around. Like I really gotta gauge what's going on. My auntie house, I might need a house right now. Open it, look around. I got some juice. Got some milk. Ooh, they got some ice cream pops. She got some ice cream pops.
That ice cream pops, that means you've opened my refrigerator. You want the motherfuckers opening the refrigerator and the fridge at the same time. You double running up my bill. I hate a motherfucker. We open one or the other. Don't open the top and the bottom.
Ever since my hand has been able to, I open them both.
That's childish. Like
now, my fridge at my house now, it has one door and the other door. But the one where I could get the finger here.
The double grab. I ain't gonna lie. Quit playing in my refrigerator. Quit playing in my fridge. Like, I'm 100%.
I'm not looking in your freezer today. But I'm probably going to
ain't shit in there.
I mean, nothing's ever in there. But I'm probably still.
Because I don't use the freezer
like
too much.
Sometimes there's pumpkin spice cookies. Sometimes there's M&M's.
That's for my niece.
I know. But like, that's how the same things have been in there. Like, that's how you know I open your freezer. Because I know what's in it.
You need to stop opening my shit.
Ain't shit in there. Every time I come over, same shit.
Same shit different. What I'm keeping all that shit for? I only gotta feed me. Who am I feeding all this shit for? So it is what it is. But yeah. What the fuck? What else we was talking about? How the fuck you doing? How you doing? You know what I mean? Birthday coming up and shit. By the time this coming out, your ass gonna be old as fuck.
It's also 420 though.
I mean, shit to me, but see, I was smoking
wine. My birthday is on Monday. I am an Earth Day baby.
Ooh.
So I'm excited. I feel like I'm very thankful to God for the lessons I've learned at 31. 31 has been my favorite year so far in my life. And also like God, the hardest. Oh God. Woo! Jesus. Whew, but so I can only imagine what's next and what's more to come. What more God got planned for me. So I'm just here for the ride. It's His will. I'm just excited for a new chapter.
Okay. So you on birthday? I'm peeping like I seen when you pulled up and I seen the paint going on. I'm like, oh, you on birthday energy pink? Cause I'm like, I shot a look. Okay, I seen the pink joint. I'm like, oh, you got the pink goddamn watch band on. You got pink little bracelet on. You got a little pink earrings on, little heart and everything. A little jersey.
I see. Like low key fairy princess Taurus the bull.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Taurus season or whatever they got.
Absolutely.
But whatever. I would like argue zodiac signs, but I really don't give a fuck about them enough to do that.
Well, funny enough, you are exactly what you are.
You can charge it however you want to. I feel like
you are an Aries. I mean, through and through.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When folks be like reading them joints, they be all to me. They sound like the same person. Every zodiac sign sounds like the same person because all of them got some negative, positive, and they almost it's really just like using a bunch of synonyms for people. You don't
understand dating an Aries until you do it. It's violent.
All right, bro.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I just mean that.
That shit leading into the goddamn topic on today, but go ahead.
You're an Aries. That's fair.
Whatever.
I feel like anyone who knows you and knows zodiac would agree.
I mean, you feel like I remember like the time like when I was running with you and like some other folks and shit, and then they start bringing up like sunrise and the moon rising and shit. I'm like, what the fuck it is? Nigga, all I didn't know it had been 12. You got fire signs, nigga. This shit turn to Avatar.
Moon. Your moon rising, your sun rising, and my. I feel like I'm gonna lose my zodiac points. I know the third one because one of mine is Gemini. And you know how you be like, I'm two different people. Like I be emotional. Like I just flip.
See, all I'm hearing is, oh, you one of these things, but let me give you how you also 4 more of them, 3-4 more of them. Yeah, but I'm supposed to believe this zodiac shit. Cool. Yeah, nothing like being. You get to have 5 characteristics out of the 12. Okay, but you're such an Aries, but you're also such a Scorpio. Oh, today you're such a Gemini. All right, for sure. Yeah. Or I could just be the nigga that I am, you hear me? But whatever.
Or maybe you got a big 3.
No,
this is your time to say that bar.
No, I ain't got time to be quoting none of these goddamn shit. It's for
I seen it.
I felt it. I seen the setup and I was like, hey, this is like you threw the alley oop. I was like that. I don't feel like jumping.
And you would say that. Like if we were playing the game, I ain't feel like jumping.
Why are you
on my? I thought about it too. Get off the team.
I thought about it, so I was like, I don't.
He don't play for the team.
Let that shit for.
He said, I don't feel like jumping. It's a team. We're playing a team game.
Why you throwing alley? I caught the alley, pulled it back, and went to the line, and I shot the 3. You hear me? Too many basketball references.
All right. Anywho,
but
how are you?
I'm cooling. You hear me? Like I say, happy, excited. Had my birthday week. Shit, excited for your shit coming up. It's been a cool little week. Got to tone in on some shit. Shout out to everybody. Oh shit, you know something we never do? I don't know you want to shout your shit, but hey look man, y'all goddamn fuck with the goddamn like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you fucking with it. Yes. Fuck I hate doing these shits. Fuck with the YouTube channel, goddamn if y'all fuck with it and we get enough shit, hopefully one day we be on that Patreon type shit. Follow the Instagram or everything. It's on I think on almost everything is StoryHouse.xo.
Except for Twitter. Which is StoryHouse_XO.
Yeah.
But no, like for real, thank y'all for like supporting the clips and shit.
Like, it sounds like you had some shit to say with it. Like, damn, that's all. They not like when you say and, but you don't got an and.
I mean, when I say blank, it went blank.
I was like, what the fuck you got?
I was gonna say something smart, but then I'm really trying to work on being less petty. So.
Petty. But yeah, so shout out to that shit. Follow me, you can find me on down to all social media. AO Forever. You can find her at least on the gram.
You don't need to know.
Yeah, I mean it's tagged in the joint, so that. And then
if you see it, that means great. That means if you are on it to see my Insta, then great. But for reasons unknown, we ain't finna just list out.
Asterisk, motherfucker.
No, I'm all right.
For sure.
Follow the page for sure.
Yeah, follow that shit though. So tap in with it. So not too much on that shit. All right, back to the goddamn regular schedule program. Like I say, I'm cooling. Shit, I feel like we straight. Let's go ahead and get into some shit. Something I want to tap on. Last week, we talked about Beyonce Cowboy Carter album. You already know for the most part, I don't speak about albums, so this shit gonna be somewhat quick on the run through. But my review was I literally had just listened to it right before. this week since. Like Beyonce too big to be like, oh, let me put you on Beyonce. But this week, I ain't gonna lie, that's what I've been primarily listening to. 2 Hands to Heaven is my favorite joint to listen to and fuck with. It definitely get that type of joint. 2 Hands to Heaven been the one I've been tapped on. Tyrant nice too. That next one with Dolly intro. Shit. American Requiem, I can kind of listen to that a little bit more. It's beautiful. 16 Carriage is still, I feel like, it's like my favorite joint. 2 Hands to Heaven is my like a little bit more energy kind of joint, but 16 Carriage is probably like my top shit. But like, nah, that's a goddamn album. It's a motherfucking album. Like beforehand, I was like, oh, I feel like more dancey, but something. But again, that's like that's why I don't like sometimes giving it. You just heard it and you just like, oh, let me give a review. Like, nah, I ain't got a chance to sit with it. So like, sitting with that bitch, bouncing to that motherfucker, like, bouncing, tripping. Like, you can bounce if you want to bounce. Alright, but like listening to it, goddamn, shot it, goddamn bucking and all that other different shit. I don't want to get your ratchet ass going too much.
Honey bucking be, but even Honey, that Honey interlude.
I ain't even realize that those are all fucking 3 little joints. So like I listened to it, I think I was like checking some shit. It's like, oh, it's 3 different joints.
When we watched it, before you were listening to it, before we shot last week, and you made a comment about how Beyonce can get away with the stars in her song. That's not even something. And I thought, that's funny. Wait till he realized that that's the 3 different songs. The stars there is to distinguish that they're actually 3 different bodies of work.
I guess because Cowboy Stars and shit like that, maybe that makes sense. It's still a fucking select. Normal people cannot fucking put a star on their track.
And that was true too. But like once you kind of get a little more depth to it, it's like, yeah, both of these things are like kind of fire though. And I fuck with it. I mean, Cowboy Carter is. I mean, there has to be. It has to be cracking it. I don't know what's going on. Like all day, I can start from a melody.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Right now, I just wanted to give my re-up. Okay. You stand on it for a minute last week. We're not finna have you go again on it. You've been fucking with it.
But can I
that was just me give a re-up. Don't go too crazy.
This week, number 1 for you.
What?
On that album.
I mean, 2 Hands to Heaven. 2 Hands to Heaven, you know, like if I have a favorite track, if I really, really fuck with a track, I can play that motherfucker back to back to back. And 2 Hands to Heaven been the one I've been. But I did that with 16 Characters when it came out too, though.
Mine's this week. Because my number 1 changes all the time. Yeah, mine's this week is Alligator Tears.
Alligator Tears. I had to think on that one. But like for the most part, I fuck with the whole joint.
The next time you listen to it, you'll notice it out more and then you'll pay attention a little more. But
I mean, I fuck with the whole joint though. Like, so yeah, it's like it's on that like case of like Beyonce. She dropped good ass projects. Is like, okay, album of the year contender already. Because I mean, she Beyonce anyway, but it's a good ass album.
And this is I promise last thing. But like, I can't wait for her to win album of the year for her country album. Like, y'all,
I feel like they're gonna be on that.
Niggas can eat it. Y'all were literally still being racist to Beyonce in 2016 enough that her petty ass went to the studio and made a whole album that is now album of the year. Because we all know, it's gonna be the petty. I have my official Beehive on my Pandora bracelet to show that I'm a part of the Hive.
Alright, for sure. That's cool.
It's my little touch.
Alright, for sure. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't, like, again, you know, I don't know too much about people. I don't care about celebrities' lives and shit like that. Respectfully to them. But like, nah, I feel like that's dope. I feel like it's gonna be up there for it. I feel like because like some of the additional talk with it gonna add to a case of like y'all still gonna keep stealing the Beyonce when she done had like album of the year. Y'all still not gonna get her album of the year. That would be crazy. Even though this one is like just a dope ass fucking album. It's gonna be some energy because I mean some shit that came out recently. Hip hop range. I know we done had some dope shit happen. I don't think any of us gonna like push toward album of the year. But we gonna get to hip hop in a second. But also Taylor Swift did drop her. I forgot. I don't listen to pop too much. But Taylor Swift dropped the fucking album this year, and she just dropped the fucking deluxe version of it just now. Just happening. So like we recording this motherfucker on Saturday. So it's like nigga, that shit just fucking happened. So. She just dropped some shit that's going, and she Taylor Swift, so you know that shit gonna be out there. So it's gonna be a. You just don't fuck with Taylor. You not say you don't fuck with Taylor, but you ain't a Taylor fan like you're a Beyonce fan. So it ain't gotta be that. Like you already know I ain't finna go into no comparison type shit. I ain't finna like artists. Hey, shout out everybody. I ain't finna go into no shit. Matter of fact, we going to the next shit. We finna go and hang into this hip hop shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you I'm not the craziest person with the diss tracks, but. I do love so if it's fire, it's fire, it's fire.
Irony is crazy.
Hold on, if it's fire, I still support what I stand on. If it's fuck you, it's fuck you, it's fuck you. But like the case of like the shit you done got from Drake dropping the shit he didn't drop, the shit you got like Ross on the response back.
Can I ask a question?
Because we recorded before we had realized the Drake push-ups joint had dropped last week. Cause we was only talking about the Kendrick and J. Cole. No, push ups. That was the name of push ups was the name of the Drake, the first one that this track dropped.
I just got a little bit of clarity from Twitter from Kev on Stage page because he asked a question like, Uncle has a question. What are they really beefing about? Because I don't know what's going on. I've only listened to now one diss track, but it started with that push up thing was who? Drake? Oh, yeah. That's my question. Sorry. So Drake wrote AI?
So I think it was the one he just dropped yesterday had it sounded like AI versions of Tupac and Snoop at the front.
What is that? What does that mean?
Like they had
and Snoop's alive.
Yeah, it's like using an AI filter or something. Like it's so much shit going on AI technology, but basically making it sound like it's somebody else that it's not. Like you can go in the studio rap and then you can turn your vocals to sound exactly like somebody else.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, it was like a decent bit talking about somebody because somebody had dropped an AI Drake song last year.
Wait, so Drake did that and
he did that that's what he just did with the Snoop and Tupac at the beginning of the track.
But he did that on purpose.
Yeah, the one that just dropped, it had to be. But the one beforehand, it was a case of they thought it was an AI, but then Drake kind of like it was a demo version of it, but then it was a real. He pretty much signed. This really the one I dropped. But
he really went purposefully go write an AI. No, him to be Pac's voice
for the one that just dropped
on purpose.
That what he did.
Well, why? I don't get. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Again. I told you. I ain't getting too much into like why artists do it.
What is it supposed to mean?
It's because it was like West Coast shit. It was like West Coast niggas. Like Kendrick is the West Coast ass nigga. It's like the cosign of like Kendrick had a lot of cosigns from the West Coast. So like, you got the Snoop, Dr. Dre. A lot of folks like at a point in time when Kendrick was like, oh yeah, we passing the torch to that nigga because he that nigga for the West Coast, like holding it down. So it's like kind of like on that distance to that level.
So Pac and Snoop are on Drake's song, pretty much saying he's AI. Not that nigga.
That's kind of like what the Jones
okay.
But yeah, so that's the shit that happened with those things. But like I said, the fact more or less for me just getting on the case of one, again, I ain't too big a fan of diss tracks, but if it's a good track, man, fuck, if you spitting, the bars is there. I listen to push-ups. I pretty much listen to all the diss tracks that done dropped. Not everybody else on subliminals. Like I heard the raw shit. I heard what Drake said. I heard the 7-minute drill with J. Cole. I listened to Like That, the joint that Kendrick came on spitting. I didn't listen to the shit Chris Brown just dropped.
Now that is the only one I've listened to. No. Hit 'Em Up will forever be the top dog, but this Christopher was disrespectful in that range. Like if it was like a range of like if Hit 'Em Up was like a range, it would be going towards that range.
So what I would say in my range of how I feel comfortable or my space of speaking on other artists, Chris to me gave the most direct of a case of my shit of how I feel like fuck you. Even though it's still over music and it's rhyming and shit, it's the most of a he felt like fucking nigga and he said fucking nigga. Cause he said nigga name, he said it directly. Like, you don't have it was a whole lot of you know what I mean? It wasn't subliminal, it wasn't at all subliminal. Yeah. It was just straight up how he felt. So like that shit is what it is.
You got body by a singing nigga.
I feel like singing niggas is said. I think Drake said that shit too, but yeah, so it's like just a case of like the times. Like one, it is a crazy time to be in because it's been a while since it had been big level like hip hop diss tracks. Like that's 90s 2000 energy right there. Like niggas like really just dropping shit. That's 90s 2000 energy. We ain't had this shit like forever.
Even arguing on Twitter and shit like with the JT and City Girls and the
you do got that shit too.
Like everyone's
shit, goddamn Mika Wale had some shit going on and like
oh my god, some wild that got shit. Disrespectful too.
Oh, where I ain't read too much. I just seen the original joints.
Crazy.
Shit been wild, but again, like I told you, I told you now we ain't going too crazy into the goddamn mess and all that drama shit. I'm just saying, wow, it's a lot of wild shit going on. I ain't picking no sides with none of that shit because ain't none of them niggas my friends. And shout out to them. If at any point in time come up, we coolin'. But like, you gotta understand all that shit industry at the end of the day. Only shit I care about is if a nigga gonna pull up on you and then we see what it is with them hands or to your face or shit. Hopefully, if it gets to something worse, that's to me the only thing that's real. Otherwise, this is just industry shit and I don't care to entertain industry shit.
What I will say is that listening to Chris and his diss track reminded me why he was the one I chose to be married to when he first came out. Like when I tell you that I knew for sure that me and Christopher, we were going to, I know, I'm in Houston. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I know God was going to make it happen.
Okay.
And so when I heard that, I remembered Oh, bitch, that's why you chose him.
Okay.
You make good decisions.
Cool.
Not always. I mean, not.
I'm gonna keep going because I don't know what you want me to do with your fandom of Chris. But yeah, so
not currently though. But like I used to love him. Like when I was 15.
Alright, for sure. Alright, cool. So shit, you wanna go ahead and get to what you know you gotta put on this week?
I do have a put on this week, and it was kind of like a what's it called when you follow trends in the media? Like it was kind of like let me see if this shit actually fire, like everybody claiming it is. Mm-hmm. And so everybody been running their mouth on Twitter about X-Men 97.
Okay.
On Disney Plus, right? Mm-hmm. And even on my Facebook, like, because Facebook's for, the older generation, you know what I mean?
That's good. Go ahead.
So like all my other type of people are on Facebook. And so on there, they were even talking about X-Men 97. And so I'm like, there's some more overhyped bullshit. And so today I put it on. I think I'm on episode 4. Shit is good. And it's drawn like old 90s cartoons.
Yeah, because I mean, it's supposed to be I ain't checked it, but I know it's supposed to be a continuation of X-Men, like the original X-Men cartoon from that time, or when it ended in 97. Like the original version. Oh. So it's like a continuation of like that's why it's called 97.
Because they drawn the same. That's what I was gonna say. I kept thinking about something that looks like that used to be X-Men. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, that's my put on.
For sure. That's all X-Men 97.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I do think that's something you would actually enjoy. It's not like did you watch the old X-Men at all?
No, I for sure watched X-Men growing up and shit like that. Like, I know growing up, like obviously that's when you got the yellow suit, Wolverine right there. That's like yellow and blue type joint. You got like the Beast, Nightcrawler, shit like that. For who else you had? Gambit, like a motherfucker. Cause Gambit ain't shown. I can't think of it, but I think when the X-Men movies was coming up, I don't think Gambit was too much of a nigga, but Gambit was that nigga. One of them niggas in X-Men.
He is like a regular. First of all, the people that was in like the real movies, like the big ones, the main ones, they're different in the cartoon. Like how you talking about Gambit is one of them niggas. Like he's a daily regular.
Gambit was like the motherfucker coming through thugging goddamn throwing them cars on the whole thing.
But what I was gonna say is what I also really love, which I think is true for the actual comic book, is the diversity. It's wonderful because it's like there's actually. Especially for a 90s cartoon. I don't know if Storm was...
Nah, Storm was one of the motherfuckers like Storm and her energy.
But like, it's like an African black. Like, she's a goddess.
I don't know if it... I mean, I know Storm was always like one of them motherfuckers. But, I mean, obviously, today's day and age, you for sure gonna like be a little bit... It's easier to lean a bit more into that. So, like, it's definitely... If I'm pretty sure they lean even heavier into that energy because, like, she one of them characters who was like... Oh yeah, Storm.
I would love to go back and watch and see if she was as
I'm pretty sure they got it.
Popular.
They might have it on
I've always
Disney
loved
Plus.
That's why she's one of the only. I think she is the only X-Men shirt I have.
X-Men shirt. Okay. Yeah, I think did you wear hers? No, you wore the Joker joint. Okay, you did wear Storm.
That's what I wore here. Okay. Yeah, by Civil Reign, which is a great company.
Regime. I was about to You said Civil Reign. We talked about the shit. Civil Regime. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, happened like that. But yeah, for sure that I like to check it out, but man, it's so much content that's always coming out, so it's hard for a nigga like me to keep up with some shit. But yeah, I think it's on my list, like in my mind, like for sure I want to check that out if I get a chance to get to it. So if I get a chance, but shit, you can give us updates on, let us know what it's hitting for X-Men 97.
You want me to tell you right now?
I mean, shit, I thought you did. What you got more?
You want me to tell you what's going on?
No. Don't give me. Let me decide on if I'm watching it or not, and then if I ain't gonna watch it, then you can get like the updates on. Play. All right, not yet. We ain't there yet. All right, for sure.
I don't want it. No.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. No. All right, bet. Well, shit, let's go on ahead. We on our next shit. Goddamn War Games. Let's see what it is. We on Culture Tags. Y'all already know we got expansion pack. We gonna let Jade ass go ahead and see whatever the fuck.
I'm gonna pick one. I just can't see the names, but it's going to be...
All right, what you got? Which one you picking?
You want me to throw it?
Yeah. Come on, bro. Overhand. Like, this a little one of them. Don't push too much energy. Come on, bro. You got it. Okay. Come on.
Okay.
Quit thinking so long.
Okay, stop talking too much.
Quit thinking so much.
Stop talking.
All right. Damn, that shit. Like, nigga, goddamn. Wildin' and shit. All right, more for y'all ASMR motherfuckers. So.
Yeah, we gonna.
I'm waiting because you said me last time, like, be quiet while I was going. Go ahead.
Oh, well, you told me to talk before the ASMR, so I was trying to talk before your ASMR.
I'm ASMR straight. All right,
God damn. See? Pre-production, and then you do something different.
Hey, big facts. You right. I did that. I fucked up. That me. Hey, that me, shot it. Goddamn, I'll be trying to do better. But now it's time for ASMR. I ain't gonna lie to it. I know since how we talk. Last time, like, I said the ASMR shit or whatever, but then when I listened back to it, I was like, that shit do kind of like do a little bit of something for you. Like, he ain't right there to it like that. So it's like, all right.
I love that for you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, now let me unwrap this motherfucker.
Okay, go ahead. That did something for me. That was amazing. Wow.
Let me put this shit in my pocket. But it's on this trash my hair. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, a little bit, a nigga was struggling.
It felt like it, but the longer it was, the more it was like, I'm here.
Anticipation a little bit.
I'm here with it. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you said this, the art of storytelling.
No, I wanted to find out.
You wanted me to say it, or you? Well,
yeah, no, I guess I say it.
But yeah, so the art of storytelling. Come to find out. Expansion pack. I have no clue what this expansion pack is supposed to be.
I know you like to run your mouth.
All right, motherfucker.
Slam.
Since last time, I felt like the pack was pick one, left or right.
Right.
All right, bet.
Pick long, you think wrong. That's what my grandpa said. He spades.
We'll just go rock, paper, scissors every time to see who go first every game.
All right, bet.
We can do this weekly.
Right.
Catch these L. All right. We want 2 out of 3 or no? Because last week we didn't go 2 out of 3. So I just want to know.
First person won. 2 out of 3. And on scissors is throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, for sure. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. 1. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Damn. Rock, paper, scissors. That was the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. A little bit in my mind, I want to fucking, cause I'm gonna do it. Yeah, you fucking know what that shit is. Nah.
Oh, that was another one of my updates. I practiced running on all fours earlier. Well, I was trying to walk on all fours, and I really gotta practice getting my back because it works if I keep my knees bent.
I don't know if you know it, bruh. But like when I heard you talking, you was like, "Oh, that's what I want to talk about." I was like, okay, what she gonna talk about? And then I heard it, and then my brain processed. She said all fours, and I had a little bit of just a drop in my. This motherfucker talking about this shit, bro.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna do this.
Go ahead. Give us the update on you running on all fours.
I gotta work on my back. I gotta do some back exercises because the back flat really gives you the foundation to kind of. And so I couldn't do that.
Man. Hey, you know, I was talking that shit on like the early episode. I was talking about like, motherfucker want to be a goddamn dog. You want to be a dog? You want to be a dog, motherfucker? And I talk shit about them. You got me fucked up. You think I ain't gonna talk? You think if I'm gonna talk shit about a stranger? You know I'm gonna talk about your little stupid ass out here running on all fours.
I will support you, but sometimes it's kind of like when I was in high school. I have this noise I can do. I can make the sound of a donkey. And
is that some shit you want to share that skill?
I'm not going to share that right now. But what I'm saying is, you know, it's something to be seen. And it is quite hilarious. But I don't care.
You running all four?
Yeah, but it's funny. And you're laughing at me, but I'm laughing at me too. It's funny.
All right, if that's what you want to do, that's...
But also it's fun. Like, apocalypse happens, and what if we can no longer stand on 2 feet? What if we all need to walk on all fours?
For fucking what, bruh? Like, for what reason is that? Like, that's not a sensible reason.
You never know what God gonna do.
Whatever, bruh. That's some. I'm not gonna argue with you. All right, for sure. So let's go ahead and get into this shit. Goddamn, Culture Tags. Always, man. Shout out Culture Tags. But we bouncing into this motherfucker here. What's this first one I got? I have no clue how the fuck I don't even know what this means.
It's like Forrest Gump. I don't even know what's going on.
Like, bro, I'm just staring at this card. I'm like, okay, storytelling. Because when I told you, I don't know what the fuck storytelling gonna be. And
got big shrimp, little shrimp.
All right, I don't know. This a pack. We gonna see.
Barbecue shrimp, Creole shrimp.
You ready?
Asian shrimp. Vietnamese shrimp.
You don't remember what the fuck else he said. I was like, that nigga said.
Filet shrimp.
Yeah, bro said a lot of shit. All right, nigga, come on. So, culture tags.
But do you know this? So give it to me.
No, I'm gonna try though. KTH. Time on. So let's say we are telling a story.
Okay.
And so the first
one.
Oh no, that's something to say, but that's not it. The first word is remainder. Like to retain something.
Keep.
Okay.
That.
Not that word. It's a 4-letter word. Every one of them a 4-letter word. So
keep this. Ho here.
There we go.
Keep this here.
I don't know what that means. You either, right?
No. Never.
Okay.
All right. We have a.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh. You want me to wait till you're.
Well, look at the back. So you got.
I know what it says.
You gonna be good?
I'm ready.
Okay.
You want to wait for this little stupid ass chandelier?
Chandelier, your uncultured swine ass. What is it?
I was going to say Howard Glass.
Howard Glass?
Howard Glass.
All right, for sure. I feel like I got a sneeze in my nose, but
Howard Glass.
You ever be feeling like you got that sneeze, but you can't quite get out? What the fuck is you doing? But you ever like had that sneeze is there, but it can't sneeze? It's like I gotta sneeze, but I can't sneeze. You know what I'm talking about? I got this shit going on right now.
I'm most ugly when I sneeze.
That's your max ugly face. All right, for sure. But yeah, we ready to go?
Don't let it be a run. It's
like
a
run,
sneeze,
like,
run, like a
like oh,
oh. Oh no.
Go ahead.
All right. UGAM ?
And in actuality, it's YGAM ?
Oh my god.
So yeah.
No,
so
I'm not done laughing.
It's cool. You got any money?
Very good trajectory. It's only the last letter that you're wrong.
You got any is right.
Oh no, any isn't right.
You got You got a magazine?
No, but
you got a man?
Father Time does.
You got a mother?
Father Time does.
That's not me none. We gotta find another one because that means nothing to me. That Father Time, man. All I'm thinking is mother and relations. Nothing I got with it.
You got a
minute. You got a minute?
Yes.
Okay.
Father Time does.
Hey, it was doing nothing for me.
But does that make sense?
It makes sense when you say it, but at the time, it did nothing for me. Like, I can't control if it did anything for me. All right, let me go in here.
Because you don't know how to act. People tell you all the time.
Hey, look, man, fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
They tell
like,
you
I be reading that shit in them comments
sometimes.
sometimes. Folks be talking mad shit. Fuck y'all. I be trying, motherfucker. I bet. This is a good one right here. And I feel like this is I ain't gonna lie. Keep this here. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know when the fuck that is. I try to go like real bookstore.
Keep this here. I've said that.
Like keep this here.
Now that I've said it aloud,
in what context?
Keep this here. Keep this here for me.
I guess. I guess you done something. Excuse me.
Don't make it sound like that. Keep this
if I gotta have somebody else keep something for me, it probably means something.
Sorry, I just said keep this dead body. I was on Twitter, right? And they were talking about what would you do if you came into the room and the room looked like all bloody and stuff, and your best friend called you to come over, and
why the fuck you calling me here? Why you, bitch? And
then they start telling you what's going on. And then, so there was some people like that, but then there was other people that was like, nigga, stop talking.
100%. Why are you calling me here?
Don't tell me
this was anything. Your crime alone. I could have legitimately been
you gotta
like,
help them get rid of the body now.
No, fuck that. No.
Well,
if we had something to do with it together.
But now you have to help them get rid of the body. So they were talking about how you don't use, it was like a long list on Twitter of all the things that you need to know just in case. Like you got to go remove the floorboards. I would never thought that because you think go get some bleach.
Oh yeah,
and it was like never use bleach.
But at the same time, like if you remove the floorboards and the police checking in, why you got new floorboards?
That's true, but like they were saying how bleach is the dumbest thing to use, and they had all these like clues and hints, and I was just like, damn, like I wasn't taking notes. because God forbid it ever come across that situation. But like
that's the shit you get from like all these goddamn folks, because that's all these fucking.
Sometimes you need to know stuff
crime type shit.
You don't want to not know and get in a situation. You want to know. These
a whole bunch of regular people who are trained for fucking serial killer murder type shit. Like, you know how what's it called, true crime shit. Like, it's watching too much true crime. I'm pretty sure it was probably 80% females in the comments.
Whoa.
Cause like females, like, let's be real, females love that true crime shit. Females love to watch a whole lot of crime shit. Like, that shit is mostly female. It's skewed female. Men check it out, but females watch that shit. Females will love a fucking
it's
a serial killer shit.
Females are more likely to have something traumatic happen to them, and so they want to dive into the mind of a traumatic situation.
Yeah, so y'all more likely to be fucking crazy, so you want to know why other folks fucking crazy.
Because people have harmed us. Yes.
Hey, look, bro, why you gotta try to make it? Why look?
Women have been harmed.
To
the point that we all feel the need to protect
he get a part.
You're absolutely
accurate. Now you generalizing like y'all all together, but hit a part.
Men don't have to have the fear. No, men don't need to know the hint.
Men have different fears. See, hit the point. Why does it have? Because here go my shit. Like what you just did. It's nothing wrong with the fact that me as a man, I can acknowledge that women have to go through different situations and y'all have different things. Like one, I ain't like, other than like on some like a nigga fight me or some shit, I'm not generally, if I'm walking down the street at night on the dark shit, as a nigga who grew up how I feel, I'm not overly worried about somebody trying to do something to me sexually or something like that. I ain't go with that. That's a female concern. Like that's a legit thought that I don't have.
Not just sexually, like kill me.
What I'm saying is, what I'm getting to is, because like I get you. What I'm saying is, that's cool, but you ain't gotta try to compare and how to make it more about a female thing. All I'm saying is, the end result is y'all be enjoying those kind of things more. You ain't gotta make it
shade us and think I'm not gonna provide you with logical facts of why. If we are what we're claiming you are, we have very good fucking reason to be.
Okay. Sometimes y'all are fucking crazy, but you know, sometimes there's legitimate reasons as to like, okay, because experiences, there are a lot of people who have gone through like traumatic ass experiences that get them to like, because like I told you beforehand, like, you know, I'm hella into like psychological thought thinking, but I'm not into psychology. But like a peeping type joint, I feel like most people who are into psychology, you got drawn to psychology because you've had something traumatic happen to you. So now like the way your brain processes, you want to understand it. And you also want to understand others, and that's how I like kind of exudes.
Every time you talk, rapper hands, like
I don't know, bro. That's what I'm on. Like, stop fucking. Hey, let a nigga like breathe. Nigga, goddamn, nigga, bars going. I feel like partially also because I'm holding this card down over here,
and so it connects to your heart. So you got to expand your mind and fly till you die.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, so like basically I just feel like it's definitely a case of like women haven't gone through certain levels of traumatic things. So that's cool, but y'all fucking still nuts. And like I say, shout out to all you people who in psychology, but like I've never heard somebody say, your ass is what, I've never heard somebody talk about psychology and then when we get deeper in it, that person doesn't have like certain levels of like, oh, that's why you're into psychology. Because I told you this shit. I feel like everybody who is into psychology, because that's just not why the fuck you want to hear about craziness all the time unless you got crazy going on.
I can agree from both sides of it, because as someone who has been through trauma, it does and experienced a lot of negative things, I want to understand the why. It's very important to me, and now that I'm old enough to understand, it's very important to me to understand the why something's happening, because there has to be an explanation for this thing. And it's kind of like a coping mechanism. Like there has to be a reason why. Or like you hurt me, but it's not because you're a bad person. You've been hurt and this is all in your mind. Like,
all right, I'm gonna stop you a little bit, not to like interrupt you, because I'm listening to you, but I'm like, bro, we so fucking disorganized on how we do shit. Like, our shit, I mean, it'd be genuine as fuck as far as how conversations go, but as far as like as a show keeping up with shit, like we done like 2 cards, and now we in the middle of a full ass conversation. It's like, goddamn it, we're gonna play the card game and finish it, because I almost feel like I don't want to go back to it. But fuck, I know we had don't play your card game. Fuck it, we had a topic on talking about today. I feel like, fuck it, we're gonna talk about that topic afterwards. Or matter of fact, fuck, I feel better. We can go ahead and get back to the psychology joint a little bit. Or how you don't want to?
No.
All right, whatever. I interrupt your story like now you feeling like fuck it. That's how
pretty much.
I feel you on that. My bad. It's just like what we finna do?
We finna play this card game.
Don't minimize the card game now. I mean, shit, goddamn, shot in my bed. Damn, I'm trying to do better. Nigga, I'm trying to be better with my shit. Like, I'm sorry. Okay. I would do that shit.
Let's play this card game.
We play the little stupid ass card game. All right, for sure. You sure?
I'm sure.
What the fuck cards? I'm trying to talk about real shit.
Give you some real. That's exactly what made you. I was talking about some real shit, but sure, let's play your card game. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Look, we can talk about the shit in my mind. I'm just trying to see. Okay, no, nigga, don't give me this shit. All right, so my shit is like, all right, well, look, okay, all right, for future referencing, if we on the card game, we gotta focus to these fucking cards, get through these goddamn cards, and get to it, because we gotta have some kind of organization to this shit. CTFO.
Cut it the fuck out.
No, it's storytelling. Oh. All right, so this is something you would tell someone if you're surprised. Like this is a
can't.
This first word. Okay, so one. This first word. Think of a sexual word.
Cunt.
No.
Cut.
Of going somewhere.
Cutty.
This is something that.
Sexual going. Come.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's the best I can do. All right. So.
Come the.
Okay. So that's the first word. So the rest of it is when you find out something surprising, like when you realize.
Come the fuck on.
No, it's the black people. We don't say that. All right. So like son saying, and then like, all right, then, bam. Come to. I thought you said it again. Okay, what's the next word? What's the next word? Just slow down a little bit, because you be getting hyped up and you just like go too wild. All right, so come to. You surprised.
An F word?
Yeah, the whole sentence is a surprise. Like, oh, this is something surprising.
Come to find out.
There we go.
Damn, good for you.
Yeah, you was looking at
that was hard. I was like, what?
Hey, what be the shit? When you start getting hyped up, it just get crazy and crazy. I gotta pull your ass back. Slow down a little bit. Just give it a second to breathe.
Because the louder I get,
nigga, stop. You're saying too many words. It's too much.
That's what the people inside my body looks like. Like if you know how
the people in your body.
Like if it was inside out inside my body, the people would be running around like.
It's like, how come the fuck? And one like calling you a hoe, nothing like that, just in case.
Oh no.
Yeah, what's up?
I am who I am. I'm just kidding.
Like, do with that what you will.
Cut that one.
I ain't cut shit out. Fuck that. I'm not cutting that the fuck out. You gonna stop saying shit that I gotta cut that you want to ask me to cut the fuck out. Stop saying crazy shit. Everything I say, it was fucked up. It is crazy. Fuck that. I knew it's a camera on here the whole time. It's a camera. We in front of mics. This is not surprising. Stop saying. I say crazy shit.
I'm just not used to it being recorded and put out forever. So call myself a hoe casually. It's just, it's fun.
I mean, maybe that ain't what you said, but all right, man. I ain't cutting that. But go ahead.
Right.
Hey man, go. Well, fuck you. You can go with that one. You can go with that one. All right.
Oh, okay. LNF.
All right.
I'm telling you. Oh, you're trying to tell me about all the stuff you do for me, and I'm like, well, remember what I do for you.
Leave.
Remember what I do for you.
Let's not forget.
Great hand.
There we go. I was like, what is it? Because I was really trying to get to it. I was like, all right, it's making some sense.
I got a plan now because I had to go into a scenario to figure out how to explain it. Because I've been trying to figure out how to get this one.
How to get these hints. But I was like, okay, what is it like? At one mind, I was like, because I was wondering about the L. I was like, what the fuck is the L bill? I was like, all right, what's a nigga ass phrase? And I had to go to that last word, F. Oh, that's forget.
Let's not forget when I gave you $20 to go put some gas in your tank.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, I got to forget. I was like, all right, attitude, sass in here. All right, bet. What's the sassy ass sentence? All right, for sure. Okay. AWTCMB. All right. This first. Hold on.
Come on now.
All right. So this is regardless. Okay. So the W is mean regardless. What's another word for regardless?
That's not really a simple word that has an easy synonym. Wow. We're at
It's two words put together to make this word.
Without.
Nah.
Within.
Nah.
With
is not either one of them.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
All right. The C is you know how we just talking about true crime? This is something that you have. This is what they have. They solving the
crime.
Another word.
Criminal.
Another word. What are the police solving? The
case.
Okay. So we got that word in there. We got whatever. We got okay.
A.
It's 3 letters. It's a. I'm not. Yeah.
And
okay.
whatever the case may be.
There we go.
Damn.
All right. Cool.
That was a hard one.
You know what I mean? I was trying to like trying to identify like what we can solve. If you get this word, the shit can make sense then.
Because first of all, when you're playing one of these games, you're thinking like, oh, let me just think logically. But then you really got to switch over to the nigga part to catch the actual word. Because if I didn't go into, and whatever the case may be, like if I didn't get there, if I didn't see myself there, I would have never got that card.
Oh yeah, 100% had to be. That's why I'm like,
whatever the case may be, you better. I'm done. You gotta go to the nigga area.
You gotta be a nigga to get these on.
Oh, it's my turn. Last one.
You want to be the last one?
Yeah. You can go last.
Well, no, I went first. But so you'll go last. Let's do 2 more. Like I'll do 1, you do 1, then we got.
So look.
Oh, hold on. What's the letters?
Oh. TAETHOI.
You can say it from the back. That's gonna fuck you up.
Tyrone. That boy took $20 out of my closet. He didn't bring home the chicken. He put sugar in my gas tank. And you say to me, girl, that's crazy. And I say to you,
that ain't ever, that ain't everybody. Give me another word for the E, because you give me these emotions.
The E is...
That ain't ever?
No, but it changed the last letter of that word.
That ain't every?
Change the last letter of ever.
Ever, E-V-E,
ever. Oh, girl, also he got in a fight at the club. He bit my baby daddy. Girl, that's crazy.
What's one of them words? Try to give me a hint to one of the words I ain't got.
The 2 words you're trying to figure out are math words.
What letters are we talking about?
The E is a math word.
The E
and the H is a math
example.
Word. A smaller math word, a 4-letter math word.
Hour.
That starts with that letter.
I ain't following none of the shit you saying.
Like a math word instead
that
of
ain't ever
2,
the
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
For H, 11.
E for E.
2, 4, 6, 8. That ain't 8.
Actually, I'm disappointed in you, pretty much.
I'm really like, this is another one of the situations. I'm like, I'm hoping when it said it makes sense, because like I feel like you got too logical right then on me. And it was like, I ain't following you. Was that?
I gave you nigga, scenario, and logic.
Okay, that ain't. All right, so I ain't getting it because the time up.
Okay, go ahead.
That ain't 8. Is it E? 8. Ever? What's the E? What letter? What's the word?
Even. Like that an even number.
Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8 and shit like that. Okay. You were giving me too. So honestly, you were giving me too many hints. Like the E and the H, it was too much. It was too many hints at the same time about different things. So it was too much. That ain't even the whole of it. That ain't even the half of it. Okay, cool.
Because whole starts with an H.
Well, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it wasn't bad. It was too many hints at the same time for me. It was too many hints happening at the same time for me. But like I ain't mad. I can fuck with you.
The point of the game was for you not to get it, because I was really.
No, the point of you is for you to try to have me get it.
I was really trying to give you hints to get it.
That is definitely the point.
So much more well, I want to win though.
Yeah, I mean you want to win, but don't be over there trash up. I'll be trying to give you the best hints I can. Come on. All right.
I did. You see me? And I was so mad at you.
All right, here we go. HMTYG. All right. This right here, the T word.
Hourglass.
The T word.
Table. Time.
Okay. And it's a question mark. So this is a question that you ask somebody when they asking about the store.
How much time you got?
There we go.
Whew.
Cause like that be my shit. Sometimes like if I got one word, I want to make sure you know one of the words for sure. And then afterwards, we can kind of like put the rest of the shit together.
All right.
The letters.
YAGBT.
All right, cool.
Girl.
You ain't gonna believe this. I'm like that.
You like
nigga,
that?
Bow.
I gave you I gave you the best hint. That girl I gave you was all you needed. That's why you got this.
Hold on. I mean, I think the girl might. I mean, that did sound fun, nigga. But
I know it does. Thank you.
All right, for sure. Hey, look, shawty, it ain't gotta be on that type of time. All right, that's cool. We did what 4 rounds. You won. There we go. Right, looking like goddamn right there. Yeah, I'm talking shit. Pop much. You ain't finna goddamn thing. You flexing up and on goddamn nigga. But right, for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I was iffy on how these with that first one. That's all. Like I was iffy on how this pack was gonna be, but nah, fuck with it.
That's for sure. That's literally like telling a story. Oh, it connected just in there.
Oh, that what they mean?
Because the scenario is how I explain it.
Yeah, all of them like stories sound like shit you gonna.
But you can explain it scenario wise. I think that's why you probably had a harder time. Like you have to put it inside of a scenario, something you would say. In a scenario.
Yeah, keep this here. Yeah. Keep this here. Like, keep this between us. Yeah, I keep this here. Yeah, okay, all right, for sure. But okay, it makes sense. Like I say, before I was like, when the fuck would that be said?
But once it clicked, it was like, okay.
When I think about all the other shit,
say less.
Say what you're doing.
Say less.
All right, for sure that. All right, cool. So let's go ahead. I know I fucked it up and I kind of killed the energy on it earlier. Let's go ahead and go back on the subject of what we talking about, like kind of psychology and shit like that. Like obviously with you, kind of throw it out there. You in school for psychology right now?
Yes, I am. You know I am currently trying to get my master's in psychology. But what I was saying was that there is a lot of truth to many people who enter psychology is based on trying to better understand the trauma that they've experienced. And that is a huge part of it.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, because I mean, like in my mind, like I said, like when just like peeping people, because one, to me, the biggest thing of why that like just clicked to me as a thing, like I told you, like I feel like everything that somebody doing, especially if you're doing something you have a passion for, like if it's like not like, oh, I'm just doing this for money, like you doing something you got a passion for, something had to draw you into it. And it's like, if you into psychology, like what about dealing with somebody's brain and like regularly every day dealing with like choosing to go hear somebody else tell their crazy ass story?
Why would you choose to dig in the dirt? Like why would you choose to go to all the horrible, horrendous? Because when you really get into that world, it is very horrendous, and it doesn't care race, color, creed. It's just really bad. Yeah. But I think that, or what I learned actually from you was that like normal people don't just have that desire. Like,
and I wouldn't even say normal people, it's just like based on experience.
I say normal more as in a funny way.
Yeah.
Because of our dynamic, because you aren't somebody who just goes digs for all the
I don't want to answer everything.
But also the harder things in life. You're not going to choose to watch something that saddens you. You're not going to choose to watch a movie where people die and all. Because, I mean, that's just happening in real life.
Yeah, that's the shit I didn't like told you. Like,
yeah, and that's why I brought it up. Because you were somebody who was like really made me aware that like, oh no, like everybody not really just into this. This is you. You're in a group of those who's been traumatized. And
I mean, to me, the shit is though, like you kind of peep to it, like we were talking about earlier. It's not an uncommon joint. Like I mean, like the amount, like the fact that if you look at podcasts, the type of shit you can drop, true crime is the most specific ass category that there is. Like the fact that that's the only thing that's extremely specific like that. Everything else is like comedy, music.
What's true? Like I did not fuck with podcasts. Like I didn't get it. If I wanted to listen to people talk for hours, I'd go do something else. Yeah. My very first podcast that made me realize I actually love podcasts is a true crime podcast. Yeah. So like I definitely get the desire. I just it's
but yeah, like I said, just diving into it, like my thoughts to it, because like one, true crime is just like for me, the thing is for me, like I grew up in the hood, but like I ain't grow up in like I ain't gonna be like, I ain't never gonna be standing I'm in the streets or some shit, like, but I'm like to a point of like, yeah, like niggas might get shot, niggas might selling drugs. It's not like casual,
but it's something that I won't be traumatized by.
Yeah, I mean, but what I'm speaking to is just like the shit of like my experiencing is, to me, some of these things are too much of an option for real for me to like want to dive into it as a case. Like some people have like, my level of it is these can happen. Thankfully, like I don't have like cousins and shit like, oh, I got a bunch of cousins who got lost and killed, like thing. I do have people who have been associated and dealt with like certain things and dealt with them and had their time taken away and different things like that. But I don't really, thankfully, trying to think. I don't have a cousin who been shot and killed and like in some type of shit like that. Like whether it's a police situation or like on some hood situations.
Thank God.
But yeah, thankful. But it's just like a real point. Like for me, death is real. So like for me, it never drew me in to like want to like, oh shit, let me go watch somebody die. Or like even like how I say, like I talked about beforehand when we talked like George Floyd and all this type of things. I don't want to watch somebody get killed because as a black man, like I'm very much a dark skinned black man, long hair, tall, all that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't want to watch like the case of like a police killing somebody because this is like that so much could be me. Mm-hmm. And like, bro, like I'm still, and like, even knowing that, I'm still gonna talk how I talk, but yeah, it could be me. So I don't want to watch somebody die, and I don't want to experience those things. So for me, just the level of intrigue that people have to something like that kind of can speak to like your experiences because it's like,
because I will say for me, and I can't say this is 100% certainty, but for my experience, it was almost, that isn't the scary stuff. The scary stuff is what's happening to me. The really, really horrendous stuff is what's going on in my life. This is so much worse. My life could be so much worse. You know what I mean? This is my escape from my current reality.
Diving into that crazy a little bit, kind of like make your crazy seem a little bit more sane.
It makes you not only feel sane, it makes you feel not alone. It makes you, it gives you something sometimes to be able to step away. I need something so crazy that my mind stops thinking about whatever is fucking with me right now. And so that relief I get from watching these other motherfuckers be crazy as hell. It's giving me an hour to not think about all my shitty shit.
Yeah.
Shitty bang bang.
Wow. But nah, I for sure get that. Like I feel like getting into that. And shit, sometimes like the case of like solving, like maybe like not thinking about it, like, oh, let me solve why I'm having what kind of situation. But like getting to that point. Because I think a part that kind of got it to me, like one, obviously I met you, we were talking about psychology and shit. But then like I remember like some point I like ran with somebody and they was like, oh yeah, I studied psychology in school too. And then like it was like, okay, cool. And then like something kind of came up and like found out about them, like a family type situation. So it's like, oh, because I think that how they talked to me about it was like, I want to get like why people want to do this. Like you want to know why something happened, and then like finding out, oh, a traumatic ass situation happened to you that was kind of can have a huge turn, like crazy traumatic ass situation. So it's like, oh, you want to understand why the crazy people, why, and not even saying crazy like that, but like why people brain on that. Oh, because you had something crazy shit happen to you, and you trying to understand that brain, and like you may view it like you may be operating from, oh, it's just a pure, I just want to get it, I want to understand it, but it's like the moment in your life that triggered to where that even intrigued you had to like have something going on. And I feel like everybody, and it don't have to be like everybody crazy, it can be different.
That as well. Like sometimes people aren't ready to, some people aren't ready to really kind of sit in the fact that my search for this is because of this. Because that usually something that traumatic is something you're trying to get away from. Yeah. So I definitely understand why it might be hard for them to kind of be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this because in 1962 I had to pick some cotton. I don't know. I actually don't.
Like you be starting something like, what the fuck? Should I even think she going?
No, that one came from nowhere.
I heard it because like 1962. When it came out,
I was like 60 cotton. Why are we talking about cotton? Anyways, yeah. I think I forgot whatever I was gonna say, and then I just let my mouth go. My brain shut off and my mouth just took off. Okay. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, so trying to keep us somewhat on track, but I just feel like people have different experiences, and I mean, and even to the point like. I'm super artistic. I love arts. I love creativity. I love doing those things.
You say you're super what?
Artistic. Oh. What you thought I said? Autistic? Yeah, fuck what you on. So, but like for me, the thing is, but I know, like, because sometimes, like, I hate when people are like, oh, I'm just into this just cause. I like this just cause. Like, bro, if you ain't looking into things to find out why, then you gonna be like, you just gonna do so many things just cause. I like art because, like, one, I experienced art and it was a positive thing, viewpoint. Like I seen people who I enjoy within my life doing artistic things, and them building upon those are reasons why I was like, oh shit, I love art. This is a way to express myself. I can be as purely whatever I want to be within this. I can create whatever I want, whatever's in my brain, whether it's true story, fact story, or fiction or whatever. I can create whatever I want to. So I grew up in an environment. My exposure to arts and like creativity, like whether it's writing, music, design, this right here, just anything creatively, it always like kind of I grew up in an environment that fostered my desire to get more into creativity and artistic things. And just like for anybody else, it's like figuring out like why that stick out to you, like why you enjoy this shit. Like even some people like, oh shit, you might have grew up in a way where money was everything. It's like, oh, what's your why? It's because of money. And it's probably because you grew up in an environment that taught you, whether it was because you were broke or because people had money or whatever, or you seen people money, but whatever it was presented to you, or like you got to get to the money, got to get to the bag. And
I think the overall gist is that trauma is very real and everybody kind of has it. And to that point, I feel like maybe if we start talking about it a little bit more casually, we can get through it. Because okay, maybe you didn't want to be a doctor, but you not eating Vienna sausages ever again. It could be that simple.
Why? Because like you had a bad experience with Vienna sausages and health wise, and you want to become a doctor.
I feel like
Vienna I ain't eating it because it's like a low quality type of meal.
Exactly, you get Vienna sausages when you poor.
But like what? Oh, you want to be a doctor because you not have money to get money, so you ain't eat no more Vienna sausages.
Okay, I'll never be off.
Okay, I got you. I was trying to understand the Dr. Vienna sausage reference point. I got you. I got you.
But what I'm saying is that I feel very strongly in the fact that maybe if we start speaking about our traumas, if we start acknowledging them, if we start just saying shit out loud. Like, why we gotta keep it a secret for 15 years that Uncle Petey did something to little baby Betty? Yeah. Like, let's talk about it. Let's call Uncle Petey on his shit. Let's get him some fucking help and get that nigga out the house, and let's protect baby Betty. Like, 100%. Like, get out of here with all that.
I mean, it's fucked up how like I said, I know, I'm pretty sure it's like within my family, it's like different people who have like more severe levels of trauma than I have. Like I'm thankful as fuck. Like, I mean, like, not even on like how my shit, like, I know I haven't experienced the craziest of like, oh, fuck, damn, you got that story. I'm pretty sure I got some shit that's like, oh, damn, that's kind of crazy. And so, like, some people's like a little bit crazy or some shit like that. Like, we didn't talk to like some of the levels of poverty that I grew up in, and you watch your fucking mouth. I talk about shit when I want to.
Well, what I was actually gonna say is that you should watch the parameters you put around what is big and little. Like your what you've been through is just
what I've been through is what I've been through. Like, I'm not minimizing my own experience. Like, I done been through some shit. I done been through things that kind of shaped me.
Doing that lens, like, oh, society, like what you've been, that trauma.
No, it's not a comparison. Like, no, fuck it. If I went through some of the things that I know other people in my family have gone through, or like just extents, oh no, that would have been more traumatic on my livelihood. That's not minimizing my shit. What I went through was important to me. But what I'm saying is, I know there are also people in my family who've gone through,
where it could have been
who actually have gone through things that are way more traumatic, way more extensive, and more of I ain't gonna say breaking, but like to get into the point of things that could have, like how I say, like, oh, psychology is more a thing to you because you're not trying to understand why did this happen to me. I don't have a lot of why did this happen to me type of stories. Right. Mine is more, oh, I like this because it is so. I wish I didn't grow up this kind of poor, but I don't have a why did this happen to me type of story.
I think that in a transparent moment, which I'm still trying to think through, I think I was triggered by it because I've been told that it could be worse. And sometimes people feel like that's something to make people who suffer depression or have depression episodes. Yeah. Sometimes people think that that gets them that.
Like help you kind of push the way.
So I feel strongly about never minimalizing what anybody else's trauma was. Your big is your big.
Oh no, for sure, 100%. I get that, and I mean that's big of you to like to be able to like acknowledge that.
I don't like it,
you know. But like, nah, it's big of you to like kind of like realize like, okay, maybe I was. No, I feel like it's a good thing to have in like the fact of feeling like, oh, you know what? You minimizing that kind of like makes me think about the fact of how people minimize. Because I mean, that's a real thing. And shit, that's another in the psychology thought process. But yeah, like for me, I don't minimize my shit. Like my story is my story, what I've been through. But I can still acknowledge like if my story included what some people have in their story, I know what effect that like understanding like, oh damn, you at this kind of point, like, oh shit, well that would have affected me a lot more. I don't know where I'd be if that happened to me. So yeah, that type of shit.
No, I fully respect that. And I think this is a good topic.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, this topic right here, like obviously, I know a lot of times we kind of be kicking like a little bullshit or whatever, but you know, that's our shit. It sounds like even with this story, like us kicking into like real conversations and like, but diving back into joking around, but talking about serious shit. And this is a subject, like, we're going to for sure touch on this again at another point in time. But it kind of came up, so I felt like it was like a good thing to touch on.
Not to cut you off, but that's kind of a reason why, once you kind of told me what you wanted from
with
this,
the podcast,
maybe want to do it with you. The thing about it is, talking about this stuff is important, but it doesn't have to break you. And maybe if we talk about it, it won't break you. Like, maybe there won't be so many broken people if we could talk and laugh and get through the moment.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's so scared of the bomb dropping that they done tapped every landmine around the bomb. The whole place blown up. We just not waiting for the big bomb. That shit deactivated, nah? I don't know either. I don't know either. Okay, but
stop giving examples.
When I started,
just leave examples alone.
When I started the example, I was like, all right, I picked bomb. Like, let me tell you how it happened in my mind for real. I said, all right, you said bomb. Stick with bombs. What else is a baby bomb? I need a baby bomb example. Landmine. Well, if the landmines will go off, the bomb will go off. But all right, he told you to stand on it. Stand on it. Landmine, the whole landmine blown up. Now the bomb all of a sudden deactivated because that's what bombs do all of a sudden. All right.
I be hearing you start shit and I'm like, I don't think she got a way to finish the story. This, like, when I hear you start some shit, I'm like, there's no way she can finish this story and it makes sense. I'm gonna let you finish that motherfucker. But I'm like, there's no way she can finish this and it makes sense.
I feel bad for my friends because it's not like I've talked this same way.
Oh, yeah.
And they really be trying to follow.
You saying they? I'm one of them. I'm one of them days.
You are. I mean, and y'all do a great job. Shout out to my friends.
Yeah. I feel like it's a dope ass shit. Just some shit, you know? Like, I'm so like, nigga, like, real appreciating some shit. I see you got down nails and shit. Got on like little fall Easterish kind of energy, like feeling like going on. I don't know if you got another joint.
It's pastel vibe. For some reason, when I started, it was to breathe because Easter is in the spring, and spring is one of my favorite seasons. So I wanted to be springy, and I was born on Earth Day, and Earth and spring are one. So I was trying to embody being an Earth Day baby.
All right, for sure. Yeah, I fuck with them.
Thanks.
All right, for sure. On that motherfucking note, man, y'all already fucking know what it is. Goddamn StoryHouse podcast. Hope y'all fuck with this shit. Y'all already know what it is, fam.
Thanks for stopping by again.
Yeah, goddamn. But
I love company.
Yeah, fuck with that shit. You know, we always, it's the house, man. Come pop up in the house. Y'all already know, like, man. It's a little kickback happening. There's always a party in this bitch.
I'm here for it.
Pull up.
All right.
We out this motherfucker bees.
Bye.
I'm gonna start cutting your shit.
I told you, I swear that I told you, I know that I told you, I'm making